And please put your hands together for Khem Chen. If you're ready, you give a nod so we can start presentation. Okay.
So, good evening for everyone. A little bit about myself. Actually, I'm Thai, but that name is my Chinese name because in the past 10 years I worked globally and regionally. So my Thai is very long name, so that's why I go back to use that name. Okay, my name is Kim. Yes, today I would like to show you some I hidden place in Bangkok, and at first I thought that this might be quite a boring subject. This happened because one of agency asked me to look for a Thai boxing, and in one evening, accidentally, I get lost in that area. The traffic was very fast, so that's why I get lost over there, trying to find a shortcut. And I found this place in the dark area. In that area, it was very dark, but I see only this place growing. So I stopped by and look, and that's a boxing camp. First time I just passed by. Later on, when I go back to investigate more, I quite amazed to see very young children, aged 5 to 10, practicing the Thai boxing. And even more, I found that there's an old guy train the people there. And later on, I learned that this year, he is 80 years old and still do the boxing, Thai boxing, every day. So that's the first step that I kind of go, wow, this guy is interesting. In the world that people have to go to the fitness and do this and that, this guy keeps doing it every day for 80 years, I think maybe 60. Later on, I found out that he's an Vietnam War veteran. He went to the war, and luckily he survived and he came back. And after that, he get his life into boxing because he said that he just simply loved the boxing, Thai boxing. Unfortunately, that after he boxed for around 5 years, he got an accident that someone punched into his nose, and he bled all the time. So after that accident, he stopped fighting on the ring and tried to train people more and more. So, and he moved to live in that area, this around Hoi Quang and Din Dang. And as we know that area is kind of like the ghetto, the Bangkok ghetto. People live there very dense. Parents do not have time to look for the children. So in the past, a lot of people lost their future to the jail, or some just die in the early age. So just past 3 years ago, he thought that he would like to help people in the community that he has been living for all of his life. So he set up a training camp, so people can send their children to train there. Or if sometimes the teenager, they would like to get some space to kind of release their, what you call the hormone, so they can go there by those exercise. And to run the camp, they need the money. So he went out he goes out in the morning, 4 in the morning, to sell the dumpling. So those photos that he saw you push the cart, selling that, he sell the dumpling in that area. I followed him when he went out for selling. I asked him that how about your sales? He said the discipline for himself that he has to sell all. If he couldn't finish all the dumpling, he will walk around the area and just shout out a dumpling, something like that. So people would just come to find more for him. I admit that at very first day I went with him. Sometimes I feel like we have been walking for 4 hours already, so I just put my money and say that I buy you all down. Let's stop now. But I think that that's not a good. I mean, even do it every day, it's not good for him. So those money he used to maintain the boxing camp, and after that, people who let the kid stay there because they don't have much money to raise the kid. So that's going to be another expense for him, that he has to find food for the kid as well. And there are some kids who could not fit well into the school, but instead of spend hard life on the street, those kids came to his camp. So that's why he has his room as a sleeping. It's like a bedroom for the kids. In this room, they stay around 5 kids together, and those are trained to be a serious boxers. On the other side of the story, I think that it's quite, it's not normal that you think that kids should go to the school to have their own life. But if they could not fit into the school, or they have the other burdens to do, at least it's a positive thing to work on. Some, let's say like this kid, his family has some problem like gambling, so now he helped his father to pay on those debts by being a boxer. So to look or to investigate into this boxing camp, I think it's reflect a lot of things to Thai society, and maybe you don't have to get one stereotype to work on. Life has several ways to go. Thank you.
Thank you so